It's time to revisit the Wasteland because that's right, we've got a bunch of official Fallout 76 news to go over today about squads, the size of towns in the game, how big will they be, also friendly fire, Brahmins, multiplayer details, and so much more. But first, we must talk about cannibalism. So welcome back, my fellow Vault Dwellers and Wasteland Wanderers, to open world games. Let's do this, shall we? So yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys are interested in cannibalism in the community. It's already making me hungry. Man. So let's talk about it. So this was posted out on Reddit by Heretic01, who says, will cannibalism make a reappearance? And then he offers us a devious smiley face. Probably one of the most devious smiley faces I have ever seen in the Fallout community. He is getting hungry. So what do we know about cannibalism? We haven't seen, it appear yet on the perk tree for Fallout 76. They have shown off some perks. I think they've shown off a total of 60 abilities and perks in the game. And we have seen things that deal with hunger and starvation and thirst, but we haven't seen anything mention cannibalism. Although, cannibalism has made appearances in previous Fallout games as a perk, including Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4. So with that trend, I would personally, honestly expect it to be making an appearance in Fallout 76. I could just imagine it now, an entire team of players that dedicate themselves to being cannibals. The cannibal PvP crowd. I guarantee it's going to be a thing. You just watch. So out on Reddit, these were the replies. These were pretty funny. The Blackest Crow says, selling strange meat to other players. You guys may remember the strange meat in, I think it was Fallout 3 it made an appearance, and I don't think it made an appearance in Fallout 4, but that was definitely a thing. And I could see, cannibalistic traders also making their way into the Fallout universe. But you guys probably are wondering also about the official details coming from Bethesda. They actually made some recent comments about the squad system in Fallout 76. And this, of course, comes from Pete Hines as well. And also, before we get into that, this is really important. Recently, I did a video about new gameplay coming to Fallout 76 after PAX West. Well, Michael, out on Twitter asked this question: are we going to get more gameplay of Fallout 76 soon? And Matt Grandstaff of Bethesda confirms we're working on some stuff. I don't have dates yet, but you'll see plenty of gameplay between now and launch. So that is really good news to hear. So that reconfirms that new gameplay is coming, of course. But what about those squad details? Some of you guys are wondering, can I invite 30 players to my group? Can we all just roam around together in one big herd across the map, causing carnage, what have you? So, Tired Witch says, hiya, I was curious, is the max number you can have in a party for Fallout 76 for players? Just wondering because I have quite a few friends who all want to play together. We're just so stoked to play a Fallout game together. So am I. And Pete Hines of Bethesda responds saying it's 4 right now. I don't know if that will ever change or not. End quote. So, for your squad size, it's going to be 4 players. And then for the actual server you go into, it's going to be a couple dozen from what I understand. So that's how it's going to be working. You will be running into random players, of course, so that's something you can expect. Let me know if you guys are kind of bummed out about that. But me personally, in Destiny, it's usually limited to a smaller group of players. And then also, I think, to games like Borderlands and stuff like that, where it was really focused on that cooperative play. And 4 players was usually the max size anyway, so I'm not too bummed out about it, honestly. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing the game for sure. Now, a lot of you guys are also wondering how big are these towns going to be in Fallout 76. We've gotten some glimpses of these towns, but But, you know, the concern is the game going to be just mostly forest? Is that all we'll expect? And then maybe one town or something like that. So Gorg says this: will the towns, excuse me, in 76 be small, or will I be able to, say, walk down Jefferson Avenue in Moundsville and see the ruins of the old shops there? And Pete Hines goes on to say, it's a mix, end quote. So we will be seeing more than one town, it sounds like, and the towns will be various sizes in the game. So that's cool to know, and it's also good news that's not just going to be, you know, forests just painted on a landscape. So that's going to also be super important. We've seen some really, really cool stuff, by the way, from the map that was on display. I think it was at E3, and then I think they showed some stuff at QuakeCon. There's a lot of stuff here to look forward to. And in fact, I did an entire video about the map. You can find that in the description below, so go for it. But you can see just how beautiful the game is. And I'm really curious about this area that's more red. Of course, it's going to be located southeast in the game world. But it sounds like it's going to be a wide variety of swamplands, forests, you know, urban warfare, and even these weird areas that are more like, you know, red, colorful, and stuff like that. The game is definitely colorful. It's definitely evolved from, you know, the days of Fallout 3 when it was mostly grays and, you know, browns. So let me know what you make of that. Do you miss that, or do you prefer something that is definitely more colorful? So let's move on and talk a little bit about friendly fire and multiplayer servers, voice actors, and, you know, much more. So let's go to the server questions first. So this was asked by Renzo, who says, could you confirm how it is going to work for servers? People from around the globe will be able to play together, or is it going to be regional? South America will get only one server on Brazil, again, like Doom. Thanks in advance. Pete Hines says this: you're just playing. If you have friends in other countries you want to play with, you can, end quote. So sounds like if you have a friend that's in the United Kingdom or whatever, like I do, you can actually play with them on, you know, servers that are basically, I guess you would call worldwide. So they're not regional, I guess you would say. Of course, you would want to most likely stay on servers that are in your region, and I think the game will automatically decide what servers you're going into. But when it comes to playing friends, you can invite anyone, you know, anyone from the world to your game. And crossing our fingers that it actually works, because from what Todd Howard says, he's expecting problems with the beta. So I'm not expecting everything to be working out of the gates. I hope they iron out all the problems pretty much instantly. And instantly, I mean within, you know, the first month or something like that. Because I remember GTA Online, remember, again, it took them a good month or over a month to really fix their problems. All right, let's talk about friendly fire, shall we? And Brahmins. So this is a topic that came up, and let me see if I could read this. Talk6do says, 2 questions. Will there be friendly fire in Fallout 76? Don't know if that's been asked already. And would there be a chance of us acting merchants will have a Brahmin to carry out sellable merchandise? If not now, but somewhere in the future, it would be cool. Smiley face. Big smiley face. And P. Hines responds saying, there's not friendly fire, at least right now there isn't. No, I don't think you can have your own Brahmin, end quote. Man, it would be so cool to have your own Brahmin as a trader. I'm going to say it. That would be very, very cool. And I hope that's like an added feature down the road for, you know, advanced traders that really want to lug around a lot of gear and trade it. I think that would be something else. Now, he did also say that there's no friendly fire, but he did note at least right now there isn't. So that bit right there is important. It could mean that the team over at Bethesda is possibly considering more hardcore opportunities for players down the road as, you know, the months and even years go into Fallout 76. Perhaps they can open up servers that are more survival servers, that are more hardcore. Is that something you would like to see in the Fallout 76 universe? Plus, it would potentially add tension in the group you know, the opportunity to betray your group. I remember one game's multiplayer that had this in a big way was Kane Lynch 2 with Fragile Alliance. You could turn on anyone at any time, and it added this sense of tension. At any moment, your buddy could swing around, turn on you. So maybe that's something they would consider down the road, but it would have to be in separate servers, by the way. That's my opinion. It would have to be labeled hardcore server or something like that. So, there are more questions about voice actors in Fallout 76. We already know that we will be getting no human NPCs, which personally I think that's still a bummer no matter what. I'm just going to say it. But we will be getting robot NPCs and stuff like that. So, this is the question, will there be voice actors in 76 or not? Because I enjoyed the fair share of famous voice actors in the previous Fallout games, such as 3 and 4, and I completely get that where you're coming from, Red Jeremy. And P. Hines responds saying, yes, there are holotapes and robots and other things that need voices, end quote. So it's not going to be 100% dependent on other human players. This game, of course, you will be roaming into, enemies that will be voiced, and then, the robots and the holotapes. But I really do wish they would have, certain towns with NPCs roaming around. I just think that would be cool. I think that should be added later down the road in the game. That's my opinion, where there's a big NPC update or something like that. I would be down for that, and I think it's something they should consider working on. But I did also want to talk a little bit about some features that you may have missed in my other video, because it was kind of hidden away and involves settlements and camps. So Psycho asked this, can you build anywhere like you and your friends build around an entire named location so people can't get in? So a lot of you guys are worried about, for example, stepping out of Vault 76 and there's like a huge wall built there, or trying to get into certain quest locations and you just can't because someone's built over it. And Behind says no, lots of places, not literally anywhere. And he's talking about building settlements. So you can't build settlements absolutely anywhere. They're going to have limitations, I think, to really protect you against griefing and other players really getting in your way, which is always good news that they've considered something like that. But for me, I'm super excited about this settlement building stuff. I think it's going to be badass with other players in co-op, and I think it's going to be a huge opportunity for them to really highlight this. I guess you could say it's going to be a little bit like Minecraft in Fallout. It worked pretty well in Fallout 4, and it's been expanded upon big time in Fallout 76, apparently. So I want to get my hands dirty and start building some really, really cool settlements, especially in these co-op areas that are dedicated specifically for co-op settlement buildings. Who's going to build the biggest skyscraper first? That's going to be the question in this game, and I cannot wait to highlight your settlements for sure. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching and the recent support on the Fallout 76 videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you are going to try out being a cannibal. Again, it seems like there's this group that's legit interested in taking that path in Fallout 76. Again, remember, there will be multiple character slots, so you can really goof around. Have your evil, devious PvP character, and then your PvE-centric character. So you can do whatever you want. But guys, again, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more Fallout 76, and I will see you guys soon enough in the Wasteland. Catch you guys later, and take it easy.